in reflection to our Hayalim, our angels who fight for our safety, to our land Israel, to our brothers, and to everyone in the world who has to deal with the Amalek of their generation. The king's final move. Reading the Megillah Esther means accepting that reality is like a hall of mirrors created by the master of life, who chooses to hide from our eyes to test our true essence. The sages teach that God's name is not written in the story because on Purim, God is not a character. We are living on his stage. His absence hits our ego hard. It forces us to stop looking for miracles that break the natural order and start noticing the hand that holds everything in silence. The board of this story unfolds today just like it did in Shushan. Amalek moves his pieces again. He's not a person you can fight physically. He's a force that appears in every generation with one goal: to chill our souls. Amalek is the master of doubt, the one who wants us to believe the world is chaos, geopolitics, drones, human rules. He knows his mission, he knows he hates the light, and his clever trick is making us think the king has left the palace. But here's the twist. The Megillah shows that even evil, and its proudest, is actually a pawn of the eternal. A man builds a huge gallows trying to attack the divine, not knowing that every nail he drives is for his own downfall. There is a hidden power teaching us, explained in the Midrash, Esther Rabbah 9:4. It's the merit of the prayers and study of the 22,000 children that Mordecai gathered, whose devotion stood against Haman's plan while the world turned a blind eye. Mordecai didn't bow to Haman, and Esther, wrapped in that thread of grace, accepted being moved by a higher will. This is the cosmic fight we live in. Every generation has a new stage, but the script is the same. The king is more present than ever when he seems hidden, controlling the insomnia of the powerful and the mistakes of the wicked. One truth cuts through everything. The Eternal's will happen. The game is already won. He doesn't need us to win, but he gives us the honor and challenge of being part of it. Mordecai gives Esther and gives us today the ultimate challenge. If you stay silent, help will come from somewhere else, but you and your family will perish. It's a direct blow to the ego. God doesn't need us, but we need to be part of his plan. Israel's salvation is certain, with or without us, because the king never sleeps. The question is, will we be the piece he uses to make checkmate, or we will just watch from the sidelines? Trusting the hidden master isn't passive. It's courage to act in darkness, knowing the king is guiding your hand. Today, when shadows grow and the world feels like a hostile board, we must remember something. Every move of our enemy is actually another step toward his own fall. Let's be like Esther, dressed in a royal courage that's not of this world, and step into the king's courtyard. In the end, when the game ends and masks fall, when the mirror of this world shatters, we will see the most beautiful and frightening truth. The king was never gone. His silence was full of his presence. Every move of our enemy, every fear that kept us awake, was the king moving the pieces of evil so they would trap themselves. even in our loneliest hour, when the board seemed lost, the thread of grace kept us connected to the throne. The eternal question isn't whether the one defeated Amalek. That was written before the first move, but whether we had the courage to be his hand in the darkness, to trust his plan and stand firm in the center of the board. At the end, when history's disguise falls away, all that will remain is the glory of the one and indivisible, and the echo of our voice saying, "Here I was, my king. I didn't see you, but I always knew you were moving my piece toward the light." Purim Sameach to all of you.